YouTube Nation. It's time to head out and talk about my Lyft vehicle, which is what? Now a Toyota RAV4. 2016 Toyota RAV4 now. The vehicle I did have was a 2016 Chrysler 200 Limited. 19 in the city, 32 on the highway because of 9-speed transmission. But it was due for a registration upgrade, which meant they needed the vehicle now. So I drove for 2 weeks, and now I have the Toyota. And I like to say, in a way, it's an upgrade, but in a way, not so much. So, first thing before we hop in, things that make it better than the Chrysler: it sits up a lot higher, full-time all-wheel drive, and has a 4-cylinder engine, 2.5 liter 4-cylinder motor, XLE trim, all-wheel drive, very nice ride, commanding road view. Things I don't like off top from the outside in is that I need to use this to get in. No longer do I have the keyless entry where I can go grab hold to the door and it unlocks itself, press the button on the door when I'm leaving, and it locks itself. Hold on. Sorry about that. There's a guy with a truck with a full exhaust system. But I have to actually just take the key out, unlock it, open the door, put the key in the key ignition. But we'll get to that as we get into the vehicle now. One thing I do like about this, which is kind of negligible, is the power lift gate, which we hit this twice. Oh, let me unlock the door first. Oh, I'm sorry, hold. Yeah. Which I do need to grab this to take crap out of it. So I can use it for my lift activities. My favorite activities. Use this out. It's closed. Now, in the grand scheme of things, as far as being able to quickly get in and out of the vehicle, that's negligible, but it's a cool feature to have on this vehicle. Now, when we come around to the driver's side, we hop in the vehicle. It has a much better infotainment system. So let me cover the glass up, which is super awesome. It has XM radio, satellite radio, XM radio. It's freaking awesome. And at first I was going to be upset with it because I thought it only had one USB. I mean, not USB, but for the one car port. And I thought it was only this one right here, but it also has one down here, which I'm plugged into already. But it has two. Shout out to Toyota for that. The Bluetooth works better. I do have to get used to the steering wheel controls in this vehicle. Your volume up and down and track selection is over here on the right. Now, as far as your phone features and your voice command on the Chrysler are on the left, but they're here on the bottom of the steering wheel as opposed to right here on the spoke. It does have a digital info meter. I don't know exactly what you call it. This just be I'll just has a little digital readout right here in the middle, just like the Chrysler does have tweeters and speakers like the Chrysler. Now, one thing I don't like is I've yet to figure out how to change the EQ settings on this thing. I've been through the settings like 4 times and I cannot find where it's set to change it, which sucks. That annoys me. I like being able to change my EQ to a certain way. I don't like it being super bass heavy in factory systems unless it has a subwoofer, and then that's what I want playing most of the bass. But it's not like that. Um, I do like that it has dual climate control. So let's say I have a Lyft guest in here. They want a certain temperature. I'm warmer than they are. They're cold. They want a little bit warmer, and I want it a little cool. I can if they're sitting up here with me, I can always adjust it right here on this side. Okay, I can switch it real quick. That's awesome. I don't have push button start now, which sucks. I don't like. I've gotten accustomed to not having to take my key out of my pocket. When you're hopping in and out of the vehicle, it's just so much fun. It's so much easier. Going to the vehicle, grabbing the door handle, the door unlocked. You hop in, put your foot on the brake, press the push the start button, which would probably be here on this vehicle. But I don't have that on this trim. Um, the only I do miss having all my buttons illuminate at night. When I stop picking someone, I don't necessarily like to put the vehicle in park. Sometimes I like to leave it in drive. So now I have to get accustomed to feeling for the unlock and lock features. The only thing that lights up is the auto driver side window, which I lose the passenger side, which is what I had on the unarmed actually, which is what I had on the Chrysler. I had both left and right. Now I don't miss the flowing center stack that was right here that flew all the way up because I now have a dedicated shift lever as opposed to a rotary knob, which I did get confused with the air conditioning knob. While reaching for the air conditioning knob to try to um, turn the fan up, I turned the vehicle into neutral. Yeah, yeah, that sucks. But um, overall, I do like the Toyota. It's a few key things that I'm not like, oh man, I miss. I did get certain upgrades, which are cool. That's cool. It's negligible in the grand scheme of making money, but it's cool. Um, like I said, I do like sitting up higher. I like the commanding road view. I do like having a separated console for the most part. Now I do miss the one thing I did like about the flowing console is it allowed me to hide the wires inside of the little center area that's right here. It has a car charge port and a USB port and a pass through underneath, so I can just kind of hide the wires as much as I can, tuck them underneath, and then run them up through the side. I don't have that anymore. If you're using a vent mounted phone holder, the vents they move easy, especially when you got the phone on there. They move left and right too easy. They'll flip and flop. So eventually, I will purchase one that it hangs down, one of the suction cup ones. And the only reason why I didn't have it on the Chrysler is because I didn't have this much windshield real estate to see out of. It was more narrow. It was more of a raked windshield line, so I didn't have as much visibility. And I didn't want to decrease my visibility blah, blah, by having that sitting hanging out and just kind of making it hard for me to see. But so I'll probably change to one that's to come out and put it more close to the center, right here underneath. That way I don't have this flopping around because that gets mad annoying. That you're driving, it flops and every time you turn. So that's those are the things I'm complaining about. I guess you can say I know they're negligible, but they're also important to me in a way that I don't have them anymore. But I do not miss, and I'm gonna say it again, I do not miss having that V6, which consumed a considerable amount of fuel. Now, highway wise, it said it gets 32. It has 9-speed transmission. I can see that. This vehicle gets 29, but in the city, this vehicle gets 22, 23. and the V6 got 19. And when you're switching between favor and Lyft, that city fuel economy is what's gonna eat you up. Now it could get more, but it's all-wheel drive. Now that now that I've gotten, I kind of should have got the Kia Soul, which I'd have even better fuel economy, but I didn't. And plus, this is larger. It has more room, more space, so it's more comfortable. And those are many the gripes and the differences that when you switch from vehicle, different makes and models. This is a higher level trim, but I'm missing a lot of things that I do now. Um, Wish I had in this vehicle, especially being a higher level trim, like automatic lights. Don't have those no more. This is gonna be annoying, so I'm gonna have to do this. And I know these are negligible things. So big game, man. You ain't gotten that lazy. When you have certain features on the vehicle, and the only thing you think about is giving the ultimate in customer service, hopping in and out of your vehicle, grabbing the food, dropping it off, or picking somebody up and dropping them off. These are the little things that can help you become more efficient, and I miss those already. But with that being said, it is what it is. I got a better a vehicle, better fuel economy, more room, and a much better transmission, solid motor, and everything like that. So can't complain too much. And y'all wouldn't listen anyway. So it is what it is. So if you're doing Lyft, you're doing Uber, and you're thinking about, I got to tell you a RAV4, and you have the 4-cylinder and it's front wheel drive, then you are winning. If it's all wheel drive, you're still kind of winning, not as much as the 4-wheel drive. I mean, not as much as the front wheel drive or a smaller chassis vehicle, such like a Chevy Cruze or even a Nissan Altima. But you're still winning. You're still getting better fuel economy, better comfort, as opposed to anything with a weak 9-speed transmission. So with that being said, I've upgraded vehicles as far as vehicles go. Now I am going to pay a much higher premium, which they were switching to anyway. This just negated my old contract, put me in a new one, and I'm paying about $28 more a week for the vehicle, which makes it $209 as opposed to $180 to $191. So, with that being said, catch you guys on the flip side. Peace and blessings. I say.